Welcome back, Movie Maniacs. Movie review, Chapter 2, The Strangers, Chapter 2. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we breaking down The Strangers. Chapter 2, spoiler warning, spoilery. It's some spoilery. I don't think that's a word. If you haven't seen this film yet, pause this video, go watch it. Go see it, purchase your ticket, and then come back. Because we dive in straight into the ending, the kills, and all the big reveals. Chapter 2 wastes zero time. We pick up right after the ending of Chapter 1 with our main survivor running into the woods after barely escaping. The film, it drops us into the same hopeless atmosphere. The strangers are still out there hunting, and the nightmare hasn't ended. It hasn't ended. And if you watch The Strangers this whole time, what has been 4 movies? They say it's a trilogy, but it's a chapter trilogy. But you got The Strangers 1 that came out in 2008, and the girl survived it because the boy, if you remember, if you go back and watch it, please go back and watch it. You gotta watch them all for it to make sense. The girl was alive, so I thought they was gonna pick it up with her, but fun fact, the studio had some issues. They switched studios. The director wasn't on board anymore. I think the director was her homeboy. So it was more like she just disappeared out the mix. You know what I mean? And so then they rebooted it with the 2018 version, which I just watched today. I had to go back and watch them all because, you know, I got to do my research for y'all. But the 2018 version was different, and it introduced like kids into the situation. It's usually just like a couple, but they introduced the kids into the situation, and that ended a certain way. But some of the strangers was killed. Some of the strangers was killed off. So then it got me thinking, like trying to put everything together and all the pieces together to make it make sense. Maybe the town is just like that. Like maybe the town is just a town where the strangers are, because they are technically strangers, right? You go into a town, you get an Airbnb. Maybe everybody there is just strangers. I feel like one of them sundown towns that you not gonna make it up out of there if you show up to there. Even if you show up to just eat, get some gas. Maybe not get some gas. Maybe you straight if you just get some gas. But I think if you come in there and sit down and eat and talk to the people and see people, I think it's a thing. And I think everything is connected, which I give them credit for. Like the people in the diner, the people here, the people there, the guy, let's go fix your car, the guy, I think they all connected in a sense, because they all get to looking crazy and get to looking down. And it's the same story time and time again. It's the same story. That's what I don't like about this movie. It is the same story. Like every story is pretty much the same. You go to their town, you move to their town. No, not move, but you go to their town and you come into their town and it's like, we got to get you up out of here. We don't like you in a town, in our town. And it seems to have some type of religious aspect to it as well. I thought it was just unmarried couples moving into coming into the town to stay, but no, they seem to don't care about who you are. So it got to be something to do with you just coming to our town and we about to come and get you, because it's no police like that. It's a small town. It's no hospital like that. It's a small town. It's a lot going on that make you sit back and wonder when you start to piece it together. I'm a guy that pieced together movies. That's why I'm a movie maniac. But yeah, like Like, what's really good right now? Like, come on. This movie does not hold back. One of the standout scenes has to be when the couple stumbles into the abandoned farmhouse thinking they found safety, only for the strangers to turn it into another trap. The silence, the knock on the door, then that slow walk in with the mask. Pure nightmare fuel. We also finally see just how calculated the strangers are. The baghead character was way more active this time, doing most of the physical stalking, while the two masked women stay lurking in the background. That balance makes them scarier than ever. Our survivors put up way more of a fight in this one. They did fight back. Well, she did fight back, which I appreciated. Instead of just hiding, we get chase sequences, improvised weapons. They was using crossbows, and they had the strongest crossbows in life. I never seen no crossbows like this. And that tense scene where the survivor hides in the barn while the doll face mask quietly circles, you can feel the desperation. And also they got pigs now. The strangers got pigs now. You got to see it to understand what I'm saying. All right, let's talk about that ending. After all the running, all the blood, all the terror, the movie hits us up with another gut punch. The strangers don't die. The survival thinks they've gotten away. But in the final scene, we see the truck pull up, the strangers step out, and the cycle continues. The final line from Dollface, whispering it's not over, before the scene cuts to black. Chills, absolutely chills. The hopelessness of it all is what makes this franchise so scary. You can't beat them, you can't reason with them, they'll just keep going. So what did you think overall? The Strangers Chapter 2 nails what made the first one work? That feeling of dread, the realism, and the brutality. It just drags in a couple of places, and if you hoping for big answers about who the strangers are and why they do this, you won't get them. And honestly, that's the point. The lack of explanation is the horror, but I don't like it. Explain to me what's going on, even if you do it secretly, which this film never does. I do feel like it has a religious undertone, but I'm not sure what that means. I did appreciate this for giving us some backstory on who got killed in this one, the first. What, Babyface? I don't think she's Dollface. Maybe she is Dollface. The Dollface, the first Dollface, or the second or the third? Because it seemed like they keep switching these people up. It don't seem like it's a one-off. And these are people from the town, and people from the town that we've already seen. So this is like a lot of horror movies that we've seen over time. Like, it's got the Michael Myers, the Halloween stalking thing going for him. It got the Jason thing going for him. Like, you come to my town, or you come to my lake, I gotta come and get you. And it also has the Scream aspect to it. Like, it's a whole bunch of horror movies in one. And maybe they feel like if I do this, it'll make it a good movie. Like if I put Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Scream together and make it just one movie, it'll be good. Like, I can do that because that's just exactly what it is. And I was so frustrated because I seen them copying from some of the best horror films we've ever seen in life. This is a copycat. This is a hack. It's not bad, but at the same time, I see it for what it is. Do appreciate the film for giving some type of backstory, but they only gave the backstory for one of the strangers, which I already kind of figured out. It had to be somebody in the town. It got to be somebody there. It also bites off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because that's how Texas Chainsaw Massacre was. You go into this strange town and you meet people and yada yada yada. So it's like four of the classic horror movies all put together. You can't really put Nightmare on Elm Street in there because it was dream sequence based. So you're going to have people go to sleep and experience certain type of things. So they steered away from that. But it's definitely Halloween. It's definitely Friday the 13th. It's definitely Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it's definitely Scream. Because that's just what it is. It's four of our classic horror movies put together into this. And that's why it's just... It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And I don't mind them doing that, showing respect to the ones that came there before it, but it don't give us no originality. The problem with today with films, especially horror films, they don't give you originality. They usually biting off another scary movie that they seen and trying to implement that. It's terrifying, unsettling, and it leaves you shaking long after the credits roll. If you thought your house was safe after the first movie, think again. I give The Strangers Chapter 2 a 2. I give it a strong 2. That's all I can do. But cut, that's a wrap. Until next time, movie maniacs, you know the vibes. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you at showtime. Peace out.
Can I help you?
Is Tamara home?